It's your girl JD, also known as Royal Vibes. And I just want to jump on here. And I just realized one, it is officially December, guys. um, I've noticed this little thing that's going on YouTube, Vlogmas or whatever. That's really, really cool. I'm not in a position to really do Vlogmas right now. It's just like it would be a little bit too exhausting with everything that I got going on. But hopefully, eventually, I get to a point where I could do Vlogmas and it actually makes sense to be doing. Because right now, I'm really, really my network is pretty small right now, so I don't feel it's really necessary to do Vlogmas or anything like that. On top of that, editing a vlog takes a minute. It's easier to edit these little sessions that I have than it is to edit a vlog, and a lot of YouTubers will say it too. But I wanted to address goals and resolutions, because a lot of people are setting very unachievable resolutions and goals out there. So yeah, I found it's pretty easy to set short-term goals to achieve a long-term goal. So that means, like, let's just start with, ooh, this is, people, clean up after yourselves. Jesus, this desk is, sorry, a little bit ornery. But yeah, so my goal have changed a little bit, shifted a little bit when it comes to this network. So like I said in the beginning, I started off saying, yeah, we're gonna have Lilo's little segments with his toy reviews and stuff, and then I didn't actually, my Let's Talk moments were really not even part of this at all. So, but I really enjoy doing that, and it was really, really interesting doing a Let's Talk moment with Lilo. He actually requested that, and it's really cool. He's been requesting a lot of things lately, and I really, really love that he's getting creative and starting to flourish a little more, because he really, really loves doing this. And so and then the whining hour, let me just address the whining hour. That is one of the hardest segments, where it should be simple, like these Let's Talk sessions. The whining hour, for some reason, is a very hard segment to record right now. And what's worse, I enjoy it, and I've recorded probably 4 or 5 segments so far. But the way I feel is, like, if if at the end of the recording process I review everything and I'm like, if I don't like it, I'm not posting it. If I don't like the subject matter, I'm not posting it. We have a lot of, and the last couple winding hours, like, well, the first 2 were me and my mom's fault. We were really trying to get it together as far as lighting, subject matter, all kinds of stuff. But also, we've started having certain people featured on the winding hour, and I don't know, I have a session that we recorded last week, and I didn't like it at all. I didn't like it at all, because one, I don't want to do things repetitively. If I do something or readdress something, I want to be a little bit more down the road, not something that I just recently did a couple months ago or a couple weeks ago. And then, like, yeah, just the subject matter for the winding hour is, it's supposed to be fun, serious, just things that we have on our mind and our opinions and stuff, similar to this Let's Talk moments. But the Let's Talk moments are mostly for me and my point of view and my and you know, my thought process on certain things, and, you know, certain requests, of course. But yeah, so we recorded the winding hour last week. I'm really not sure. I'm still in debate as to whether I would post that or just re-record something, you know. So the winding hour is still a thing, but just not as big of a thing as I wanted it to be. And then we've been working on really, really hard. I wanted to get really, really creative with this. That's why we haven't had much of what's on the menu, which is my mom's cooking segments. There's just a couple of key factors, like our kitchen is weird. Our kitchen is not weird, it's really, really nice, but it's like the angles of the kitchen is really hard to record her process of cooking properly. So, but we've gotten things together so far. So hopefully by January we'll have some good footage of her what's on the menu and her cooking, because I really, 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 really want to get that involved in this network. I'm really excited about that. So those are the three things that well, four? Was it three or four? Sorry guys, I lost track. But those are the things that I had in gear for this network so far. Um, I'm not into so much what's trending out there on YouTube or anything like that. I've always been a different person, and I prefer for people to subscribe and be interested in the stuff that, in the content that I creatively came up on my own. You may see some things down the line. Yeah, you may see some things down the line that may be part of a trend, but it's just like a little bit cool to be doing. And I wanted to try. And I know with a lot of little things will have a lot to do with the stuff that is trending for kids right now, I guess. And another thing is the vlogging. I thought I would be vlogging more than I am. But I find it a little bit more significant when I do the random vlogging times. Of us doing like just family stuff, and that's really fun. That's really fun to edit those vlogs. But actually vlogging everyday ins and outs, it's just kind of pointless, because sometimes a lot of the ins and outs are very stressful, and that's not the avenue I want to take right now, because I got a lot going on in my life that is so freaking annoying, as far as people, just things, mostly people. But sorry, I got really angry because I just thought about how much annoying stuff has gotten in the way of me blowing this, network up. So my goal was pretty much to get the content up. I'm not so much worried. Like I said, I wanted to start small. I wanted to get enough content up, and then working on networking and producing the channel a little bit better to get the subscribers and get the views that I need. I finally actually found out, like I said, we do this for fun, but we may reach a point eventually within the next couple of years where, we actually are profiting from the situation, or are benefiting from the situation. And I basically am okay with doing things slow. So, like I said, that's why I want to produce it later, get the content up so that everything is good enough for, the times when we do have gaps. Right now, we have a good little regimen going. I don't have any particular days I have anything in particular. Sometimes you'll see a Let's Talk moment, or more Let's Talk moments, and Let's Be Extra days and stuff like that. Let's Be Extra today is 90% of the time has to do with Lilo. Let's Talk sessions are 90% of the time have to do with me. What's on the menu 90% of the time has to do with my mother. The whining hour 90% of the time has to do with me and my mother, and our little, it's technically our Let's Talk moment, but over wine. Setting these goals in the way that I've chosen to do them is in a way that is so achievable. And that's why I wanted to touch bases on goals in regards to anything in life. Whatever you want to go out for, it's never too late. Don't ever look at your age and be like, oh, I'm too old to do this or that, whatever it can be. I wanted a career in broadcasting. I fell off of that path because I started following in the way of wanting to build my family, and then stuff started happening and stuff like that. And I will gladly touch bases on that later on, but it's just not the right time. I'm not ready to open up about that situation. But so now that I've gotten to a place in my life where I'm like, okay, let's start living and doing stuff and just growing. I'm raising a whole child, so it's time to show him how to really take life on and just grind and get what you want. So I'm showing him, hey, even though you're young, let's start while you're young and just start killing the game, So if you have goals in mind or resolutions in mind, because 2019 is coming and people are going to set some very unrealistic resolutions and goals that are very not fair to themselves, and some of them are very unachievable. But my tip to you guys is just set realistic goals. And if you want to achieve these goals, set short-term goals to achieve your long-term goals, and some people think, oh, short-term goals are within a couple of weeks or a couple of months. Sometimes a short-term goal is like a year-long plan to reach a 5-year plan, So, and then let's touch bases on this. Everybody stop trying to lose weight. just enjoy yourself, love yourself, get healthier. And if it's for you, do it for you. Stop doing stuff for everybody else. Jesus, please, guys, start doing stuff to make yourself happy. You are the only person that can make yourself happy. Other people are not gonna make you happy. Like, the main key is you. So stop doing things to satisfy others. Do things for you, and then if it satisfies others, great, awesome. But other than that, like, at the end of the day, like, people are gonna take you for granted. People are gonna not appreciate certain things. People are gonna down you on certain things. But just like, know your worth. Know your worth. Do things for you. Even if, like, for me, like, I do things for others, and then I get the satisfaction of just enjoying, the fact that they're happy with something I did. I don't really care for getting anything back. So I love the feeling of being able to do for others in a way that actually changes things in their lives, and actually just, especially for somebody who appreciates it, because I do a lot of things for people that don't appreciate it, and then I'm just like, well, I'm not gonna do that again, and I sure as fucking doing that again. I used to be like, I ain't doing that again, and then all of a sudden I'm doing that again, and then I'm like, Jade, why? But honestly, like, I'm too old for that. I'm getting too old for that. Honestly, I'm just not with it. The only person really I care to please and make happy and know that he appreciates it 100% is my son, because he deserves the most out of me, and he's been so great. So yeah, set realistic goals and resolutions, guys, to achieve great things in life. I just want to jump on here and just, touch bases on that. So always do the most, be the most, and stay extra. No pressure, guys. But if you did enjoy this content and have any other things you want to touch bases on, definitely hit me up on Snapchat or in the comments section below, or there is a messaging situation on YouTube that you guys should know about. You guys can DM me on YouTube, and I'll definitely touch bases with you on that one-on-one or on video. So yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. Like I said, no pressure, because we do this for fun, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.